As a businessman or woman, there are certain business deals you will never be able to close, not because you are not good, but because you are not prepared enough. Just a few days ago, a mentee of mine called me. He had this deal with a company and they were about closing the deal, so they asked him for an account number to pay in the money, part of the money. And so he sent his personal account number, and then the company said they are not going to pay into that account, that they don't trust doing business with him with that account. And so he ran to me that I should please help him with my business account so that he can get this money. But you know how Nigeria is, so I wasn't so sure about certain things because of other people involved in that business whom I don't really trust that much. So I said to him, why not use this opportunity to consider opening a bank account in your business name that you will send to those people to get your money. But guess what? For you to open a bank account in your business name, you have got to have your business name registered. And that's where CAC comes in, Corporate Affairs Commission, because at the point you want to open a bank account with any commercial bank, you'll be required to tender your CAC certificate and also your status report, which we'll be getting here. We'll be getting the CAC certificate, getting the status report. We'll be getting also the TIN number. Guess what? We'll be getting all of these all within 24 hours. In fact, 24 hours is too much, right? Because the length of this video doesn't cover 24 hours, right? But everything we are doing, we are getting it within the limit of this video. Starting with creating of the account, in other words, signing up on the CAC platform, to now searching for name, right? And then registering the name and getting a document, the CAC document, the status report, and the TIN number. Okay, so stay with me till the end of this video to see how everything plays out. At the end of the day, you take all these documents and you head over to the bank to open a bank account in the name of that business that you have registered with the CAC. If you're also someone who is into online advertisement like TikTok advertisement, you will also need this to verify your business manager account with TikTok, right? So this is going to help you in many regards. And if you learn this well, you can as well use it to make money by helping other business owners in Nigeria to register their businesses with the CAC. So let's get straight into the training. If you have not subscribed to this channel, do kindly subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you will be alerted the moment we upload another interesting video. All right, so where we are now is the new CAC interface, okay? The platform. CAC, Corporate Affairs Commission. And to get here, you can simply type, I think I will drop the link in the description of this video, ICRP, right? That's their new interface. Before it used to be cac.gov.ng. So now it's icrp.cac.gov.ng. And the moment you hit it, you hit the search bar with this link, it brings you here. Especially if it's your first time, this is what you will see. You see an interface like this, okay? So in this video, we are going to be doing three things. Number one is to sign up on the CAC platform. Number two is to search for a name that we want to register on the CAC, okay? What we call name reservation. Then number three is to go ahead to register the name, okay? So we are going to be doing all of those three within the limits of those videos. So we are on the platform now. I've told you icrp.cac.gov.ng. So what we'll do is just to click here where it says get started now. Click here. Okay, it brought us down here. We'll need to take it up so that we'll see what the interface looks like. Okay, so once at this interface, the next thing is to go here and sign up if you don't have an account yet. All right, now it's important how you sign up. By the way, I have a guide, what I call business registration profits, not just for you to be able to register on the CAC platform, but for you, especially if you want to use it to now start making money, in other words, helping others, right? There are certain mistakes you must avoid. That's why I prepared that guide. In fact, I almost ran into trouble the first CAC business name I registered for a client, because I didn't understand certain things. So that's why that guide is so important. So there are things I will not be saying here because I want us to go straight to do the three things I mentioned, right? So you get that guide. I think it's about, I don't know the amount, but you'll find the link in the description of this video, right? Business registration profits. Okay, so if you have an account already, you go to login. If you don't have, you just go to sign up, and that's what we want to do, so we can sign up with the platform for this particular client of mine, a mentee of mine. Okay, so we click on sign up. Of course, your internet should be working well, right? Now, these are 3 options you have here. There should be 4 actually. Okay, it's 3. That's public user, that's you, right? That's if you are not a chartered accountant, if you are not, what's it called? A chartered secretary, a barrister, you can use this to sign up on the CAC platform and as well go ahead to register a business name. Okay, then there is what they call accredited agent. Now, if you're an accredited agent, maybe you will not need much of the things I said in that guide, right? But if you are a public user using the platform to help other people to register their businesses on the CAC platform, please, I'll beg you to go get that guide because it will help you. Otherwise, you'll run into trouble. Okay, but here they have accredited agent. If you look there, you see that it's talking about a lawyer, a chartered accountant, or a chartered secretary or administrator. Okay, then they also have entity account. So the one we are concerned about is this first one. Okay, for everybody, anybody can do this. So we click on it. If you click here now, this one turns green. Can you see? If you select this, turns green. So it shows that this is the one we've selected. So we click on continue down here. And so it brings you to this interface. Now, what we're going to be doing, I'll be doing in the next few minutes, is to fill up everything here. Once we are done filling it up, we come down here and click on register, and we'll be done with the first stage of this process. Okay, then we'll head over to name reservation, which will be the second stage. Then we head over to the third stage. Okay, so I'm going to fill up the information here. Let me just let you into what you have to fill. Your surname, okay, and I will advise that you fill in this form based on especially your name and every other thing based on what you have on your ID card, right? So here is your surname, then your first name, then your other name. This one is optional, but I'll also request that if it's on your ID card, add it there. Okay, so that's the first part. Then your date of birth, please make it consistent with what you have on your ID card. Then your gender, nationality, if you're in Nigeria, if you're not in Nigeria, select where you are from. Then your phone number, your email, confirm your email. In other words, enter that same email again, and then create a username. Just come up with anything as a username. Then create a password that you always remember, and then repeat the password, the same password, and then come here, your job, your occupation, describe it. Then here is means of identification. If I click here, you see something like driver's license, international passport, or national ID card, PVC, that's permanent voter's card. Okay, you enter it, then you enter the number of your ID card here. That's next. Then you come down here and you put your address, then state, local government, then postal code. This one is optional. Village, town, or city, put it here. And then house number, put it here, street number, put it here, and then you are done. So I'm going to fill up those quickly, and we'll meet at register and get it registered. Okay, so I'm done filling the form like I said. So we're going to hit on register, and then I'll tell you the next step. So register. Okay, so it says that registration is successful, and then asks us to go check our email because we need to get a verification email to be able to access this account. If we can't get that, then our registration is null and void. Okay, so I'm going to head over to the email that we are using for this to check for the email from the CAC. Okay, I guess this is the email address. No, not this one. That should be it. All right, so you can see here there's an email from CAC here, right? So I'll click on this email, and here is the link to verify this email. Let's check. So these are the details. So I'm going to send it over to my client. So I'll click here where it says click here. I'll just click on it. So our registration is completed. This is how to register today on the CAC platform if you want to start creating or registering a business name for yourself. If you want to do it for others, remember I told you there are things that I'm not sharing here that are important that you note. If you don't, you might run into problem doing it for any other person. So I once again recommend that you go for Business Registration Profit, a guide that I prepared to help you know how to do this for others. Okay. All right. So having done with this, the next thing is to sign into those accounts that we have created, right? So I'll just now click on login. Okay. So what I'll do here is I'll come here. Remember, we had username, we had phone number, we also have what's it called, email. So we can choose to sign in with email or username or phone number. This is for accredited agents, which we are not in this case, right? So let's use the username option, or let's use email, right? Let me put it at email, then I'll put the password and we'll sign in. Okay, so I've added the email and then the password. Then if you want to log in the first time after you have registered or signed up on the platform and gotten approved, and you notice that this will pop up. This will pop up asking for two-step verification. Okay, so what we'll do is to come here and click on this. If you're not sure about the email, you can change, or you can let it show you the email to be sure where it's sending you to, because it will send the code to your email connected to this account. So I will say enable 2FA. 2FA is two-factor authentication. Okay, so I'll say enable. Then a code has been sent to this email. All right, so I'll go to the email. That's the email connected to this account. So can you see there's a code here? So I'll just go and copy the code. This is a one-time code, right? Every other time you want to also log in, they will send you a code. So we enter it here and then submit. So we are now logged into the dashboard of this new account. Okay, so here you see pre-incorporation. Okay, that's before registration. Incorporation is registration, that's what it means. Okay, then you see name reservation, which is the next step we will be taking. Then you see name requiring consent. You don't need this for now. Then you see registration. So we'll be making do with this and this. So this is what we do next, right? So to go for name reservation, we simply haven't clicked here, can come here and click on new reservation. Okay, before now there is a drop down you will see here. Let me refresh here and see whether it comes up. Okay, it still doesn't come up, but no problem. So we go here, new reservation, just click on it. So we are on the second stage now, right? The first stage has been completed, which is registration. The second stage is name reservation. Okay, so account registration, name reservation, then name registration. Okay, account registration or sign up is done once. Okay, but then name reservation is done every time you want to go for a new name registration. All right, also name registration is done for every name that's been reserved, right? So let's quickly run through this. What we'll do, of course, you take time to read here. There are do's and don'ts that you need to know about when it comes to name reservation, right? So here, we want to go for the kind of business, classification of business. So we click here and you see business name, you see company, you see limited partnership, you see limited liability partnership. Okay, so our interest at this point in time is business name. So we click on business name. Then business type, we'll click here. Is it sole proprietorship, that's one man or one woman business, or partnership, that's maybe 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 persons? Okay, so we go for sole proprietorship and then we click on continue. Now we scroll down, we come here. What's the name we are going for? Okay, now before now you have the option to put maybe 2-3 names, or rather 2 names, and submit, right? If one doesn't go, maybe the other one will go, and in some cases 2 of them wouldn't go. But in this case, with the new platform or the new system, we can get the approval instantly. That's the name reservation approval. Okay, so I'm going to put a name that my client has sent me here, and then we'll select this. So let me get the name. So I'm pasting the name, right? And then here I go to select, let me show you what's the nature of business category, right? Nature of business category. Either we go for information and communication, because we're talking about media, or we go for art, entertainment and recreation. Let's see what this has, because anything we select here will determine what you will see here. Let's see what we can find here. Okay, let's go for this other one, which is information and communication, right? And then you see the options are different now. I think we can go for information service activities, because this person is into media editing, right? That's video editing basically. Okay, then we click on search for availability. So click here, let's see what comes up. All right, so this is available piece of FM media, right? So we click on continue to make our payments. So once we are done making the payment, it means that the second stage is completed, right? So click on continue. And then here we head over to payments, right? Click on it. So this is the amount we are paying for now. Much later, when we are about to register, you see the amount for that, okay? So we are going to click on this remitter here, okay, to get the account number to pay into. So I'll click on this remitter here. All right, I'll simply go for bank transfer. So I'll select this. It's shown an account number. I'll just copy the account number. You see the bank, you see the name, account name, right? This is the amount, okay? The amount now added some fractions because bank charges apply, okay? So you note the total amount here. Put the exact amount you see here, including the kobo, right? Don't increase it, don't reduce it. Just the exact amount you see here if this must go through. So I'm going to pay in this exact amount to those account number under Fidelity Bank. Make sure you check to know the bank they are showing you, right? The moment that payment is made, automatically the system will recognize it. If the system doesn't recognize it, we'll just click I have sent the money, okay? So let's go ahead to pay in. So the amount is 1,161 naira 25 kobo. I've made the payment, okay? So let's wait a moment to see whether the system will pick it. If it doesn't pick it, we'll click on I have sent the money, but let's wait. All right, so the system has picked it, okay? So the payment has been made. So this is the reservation code. Can you see it here? Okay, AV code. It's called AV code in some cases, availability code. With this code, we can register this name, right? The name that's been reserved, right? But we can go ahead to begin the registration process, which is what they are saying here, continue to filing. So let's see whether we can do the registration right away and complete this. So I'll just click on continue to filing. Okay, so here is where we'll do the final part, which is registration. Can you see here registration? And if you notice, we have 4 stages. We have the company information, that's business information. Then we have proprietor information. Then we have document upload. We'll be uploading 3 documents. Number 1 is your passport photograph, then your signature that you sign and snap, right? And then the third thing will be your ID card. By the time we are done with this, we preview. After we preview, we will now be able to make payments. In this case, I think it should be about 20,000 naira as of today. So we make payment, and then if everything is okay, our name will be registered and we'll be able to get the CAC certificate, status report, and the TIN number, which 3 we will need, plus other things much later to create a bank account, right? So that's what we'll be doing. I'm going to be walking you through each step of the way. So here you can see the name has already been locked here. So what we'll do here, of course, the business type of business has also been locked. So we'll just enter our email, then company state of residence, then company city, that's where the location of this company, and then the street number, and then the company street address. Finally, the commencement dates, right, which can be today or any other day in the past 28 days. Okay, so that's it. The moment we are done filling up those, we hit on save and continue to come to stage 2, and then we'll continue to document upload. Finally, we'll continue to document upload. After stage 2 is document upload, then this, and will be done. So I'm going to fill in the required spaces right away so we can continue. All right, so I'm done filling in the spaces. The next thing is to save and continue. So we come here, which is proprietor information, and everything is intact, right? So I'll just scroll down to here. Everything is in order. I'll click on save and continue. So here I'll be uploading the required document. After we select the name of the proprietor, which you can see here, we'll now come here and upload the NIN, right? That's the ID card that we want to use, and then we'll upload the passport, and finally we'll upload the signature. All right, so let me quickly click here and upload all of this. All right, I'm done uploading the 3 documents. This one is the NIN, then this one is the passport, and then the signature. So after you've uploaded, the next thing is to click here where it says add proprietor document. Just click on this, and then it will start uploading here. You will see it uploading. So the 3 documents have been uploaded, right? If you want to remove them, you click here. So we save and continue, and that will bring us to the final part, which is preview. So we click on save and continue. So it brings us to this part, and we check to see that everything is in order. Then we submit to make payment for this registration. Can you see it's 20,000 naira? So once we pay now, we will be able to get our CAC certificate, status report, and then we'll also get our TIN number, that's tax identification number. So let's go ahead to make our payment. So I'll click on this once again. So once again, I'll go with bank transfer, and this is the account now, and then this is the bank. Then bank charges apply, so it's moved up a bit from 20,000 to some figures, right? Extra figures. So I'll pay in this exact amount to this particular account number, and then we'll see how it goes. And that will be the final part. Hopefully the name will be approved. If it's not approved, they will query it, and then we'll have to sort out the query. In other words, there are things they found to be inconsistent, which they will specify. Okay, so you go and fix those things and then resubmit. So we're going to make the payment. I've copied the account number already. All right, I've made the payment. Let's wait once again and see if they pick it. All right, they have already recognized it. So our payment is successful. Let's see whether they will query it or they will approve it all at once. Submitted successfully. Let's click on continue. Okay, it's been approved. Can you see? The business name has been approved. Can you see? So here now, if we click here now, you will see download receipt, download CAC certificate, that's the certificate, download status report, generate TIN. Let's click on generate TIN first. Okay, I think they're having issues with that, so maybe we'll do that much later. But the CAC document is already available. In fact, it has been sent by now to the email connected to this account. So if we go to this email, the CAC and the status report will have been sent. Let's check. So can you see? Business registration, name registration approved. This one was I think the CAC certificate. Let me see. Mouse over here. Yeah, that's the certificate. This one is the status report. Okay, but I wanted to add the TIN number before we finalize this. So let's see whether it's going through. So it's still having issues. So we'll do the TIN number much later. Anytime we can just log in and get this done. But the most important thing is the certificate, and this we have gotten the 2, right? But we'll get the TIN, right? So that's how to get a business name registered within an hour, not even up to an hour, right? So that means you can get as many business names registered with the CAC in a day. We could do 10, we could do 20 in a day. All we need is to have data, have the money ready, have the information required ready, the documents required ready, and what else? Have the internet going. All right, so you'll be able to get this done. Meanwhile, you can do this with mobile phone, but I'm using my computer so that it will be faster for me. You can do everything we have done so far using your mobile phone, right? A good one anyway. So that's it. Remember, I told you that if you want to make this a way of making money, an extra way of making money, you have got to learn the proper things to do so that you don't get into trouble with people's money. Okay, if you go do it the wrong way and you are paid in that 20,000 naira, I don't know how buoyant you are to get the person's name registered again with your own money, right? So to avoid all of those, better get guidance, okay? It is important that you learn the right way. After all, you're going to be making money, right, out of it. So why not invest a little token to get the proper guidance on how to go about this, so that you don't make mistake doing it for others, right? So we'll be stopping this video here. If you have any question, drop it in the comments and I'll see a way to attend to that. See you in the next update.